and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. I'm on the floor again because I feel like this is just where I like to film at the moment, on the floor. And also it's now absolutely pitch black outside, so I can't use the light from my window for light, so I am on the floor. Now this week I have felt pretty stressed, and yeah, things are just getting on top of me a little bit, and yeah, I felt myself just getting really being quite snappy and feeling a bit grumpy and just not great about myself basically. I guess the stress has kind of come from this situation that we're all in. Like, if I look back on the whole pandemic, I don't know, that's weird because I'm not sure why now I'm feeling stressed. I think it probably because personally I feel like I can't see an end goal. I can't see an end, and also I guess teaching and being in the pandemic is pretty stressful. So anyway, I thought I'd share with you some of the things that I've been doing to reduce my stress levels. I have to make a conscious effort to do that, because if not, I feel like I just go into a spiral. Number one is to turn my phone onto airplane mode. So in the evenings, I guess when I've come back from work, I just feel a bit stressed, a bit fed up. Turning my phone onto airplane mode has and does help. I guess when you've got your phone off airplane mode, you can see all your apps are all open, you get notifications, especially if you're on news apps. And on social media you might see people doing things, and you might kind of feel like, oh, I'm not doing that, and I'm not even doing that, and I'm doing this, and you just obviously at this comparison spiral. So just turning my phone onto airplane mode just helps me. It turns off noise, just the extra noise that you don't need when you're feeling stressed, or I don't need when I'm feeling stressed. It's a bit more peace and a bit more quiet. Number two is to brain dump. So I like to do this in the evening, before I go to bed, so it kind of clears my head. And when I say brain dump, I literally just write down everything that is on my mind. I normally start with a question like, how are you feeling? And then it just all comes out. And it just feels like I'm getting it out, I'm putting it on paper, and it's getting out. I normally find that when I'm brain dumping, I'm having this conversation with myself, and sometimes I might sort of put something, not put the pieces together, but I might kind of answer a question I've had with myself, or I will sort of, when you put it onto paper, you're like, okay, that's not as bad, or work out solution to something. Doing it before bed is quite nice because I feel like you go to bed feeling a little bit lighter. Number three, to do something that I love, and that really will just help to sort of, I get not endorphins, but just put that smile on my face. So it could be putting on a song that I really like to sing along to. It could be just watching something that on Netflix that's quite easy to watch. It could be just ordering something off a shopping website. It could be reading a magazine, anything that I just get enjoyment from basically, and just to make my sort of, I guess, distract the mind. putting some positive energy back in does really help. So doing something that I love normally will just distract me from what I'm stressing about, make me feel a bit happier, a bit more positive, so I can sort of deal with whatever's stressing me out at a later time. Number 4 is to talk. That could be like talking to a friend, a family member, and just saying to them, look, I'm feeling a bit stressed at the moment. And it could be because you want to talk about it, as in you want to like get it off your chest, you want to like get their opinion on something, or you just want them to listen to you. Or it could be just to let them know that you don't want to like speak, like you want to have a bit of space. You don't want to have to like, sounds bad, but you just want to let them know how you're feeling without having to like talk about it. So it could be either one. So sometimes, yeah, I'm quite open. I wear my heart on my sleeve, so I like to talk like about it. So sometimes I might want to go like, oh, I'm really stressed about this, and get their advice and everything. And then there's sometimes though actually where I'm like, I don't actually want to talk to anyone. I just want to have a bit of time with myself, doing some of those other things that I've just discussed. There's just talking to people, and it might be a family member, it might be a friend, it might be a work colleague, but just talking and just communicating with them and letting them know either how you feel or that you just need a bit of space. And if you need space, then that is okay. And number 5 is to get outside if I can. When you've got the lighter evening during the day, grabbing the buggy with Alyssa, just getting outside, or if Alyssa's not with me or someone's looking after Alyssa, just to go for a run, go for a walk on my own, just stepping outside into the garden and just like taking a moment, because I feel like it's air, it's different scenery, it's calming, and it can just sort of makes me feel like less sort of claustrophobic, if that makes sense. Now sometimes it's really hard, like especially now that the evenings are getting dark, when you come home you like can't get outside. Well, you can, but you'd just be standing in the dark. So sometimes it's just like, it sounds weird, but like YouTubing like nature videos and just sitting and just watching, and just even like a couple of minutes just of nature, it is quite calming. This is not about getting outside, this is like I always do this like a sidetrack, but I actually do go to bed listening to rain noise. I don't know what it is about rain, but the noise of rain is so calming. So yeah, I guess the noises of nature and watching videos if you can't get outside is normally what I do as well. So those are just 5 things I do to try and reduce my stress levels. I'm not gonna lie, they don't always work. Sometimes I go, and some days some will work, some won't work. It also depends on what kind of time of day it is, and like if Alyssa's with me, if she's not with me. But those are the 5 things that I do tend to try, that I have used and do use when I can. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon for another video. Bye.